Why doesn't God just make a miracle? Why does he have to have all these games? Is he running the world? Is he not running the world? Well, we know already that God had mass revelation. He took us out of Egypt and he did make miracles. He made plagues. There's hieroglyphics that substantiate this. The Christians and the Muslims all agree that the Torah, the Old Testament, is correct. But thereafter, they made their own whatever. So the question is, well, why can't he appear now? And the answer is that if God appears, now watch carefully, remember the free choice thing? Remember when he said, you could choose to do whatever you want? I'm going to give you the choice to do good or bad, whatever you want. You could be Lex Luthor, or you could be Superman, you could be Luke Skywalker, you could be Darth Vader. The choice is yours. Remember, Darth Vader was good at the beginning. He became bad. He chose bad. But at the beginning, he had the choice to do good. So are you going to choose correctly or not? This is our choice. And why can't God make a miracle openly? Because once that happens, I'll give you an example. If I'm going to go over to you and I'm going to punch you right now, if I'm going to hit one of you guys right now, I'm going to give you a punch right now, and God's like, "Eeh!" and he stops my hand, I'm like, uh-oh, all right, I guess he's watching me. I can't do that. There's no more free choice. So God has to hide. So the truth is, when I asked you originally, where is God? I wasn't being honest with you. God is right here. God is running the world right here, and he appears to us in ways that we never thought of. I'm going to give you an example. Watch a football player throw. How did he do that? Because again, all these things work into play, but unless you have MS, God forbid, or something like that, you realize you can't do it. How about a guy that is tone deaf, that can't sing, and then someone else that can't? It doesn't make sense. Well, of course it does, because the ear has to hear the note, it has to make it work. I'll give you another example. Inside your body. You never think about this. Inside of our body, we have the following liquids. We have blood, which, by the way, they cannot make a blood in the world today in 2018, 19. They can't do it. Why? Because blood is not something that can be made by man right now. Never been able to. You have saliva, that if you get dry in your mouth, it creates a lubrication, or else we would just choke to death and die. We have mucus that turns different colors. If you're sick and you have a pneumonia, it becomes green. If it's brown, go to the doctor. If it's clear, you're getting better. It's just a cold. We never think about it. But the truth is, I ate something bad. I could die. No, Hashem makes it that it gets out of your body. It's not a pleasant feeling. It feels terrible. But what's the alternative if it doesn't go out of your body? How about sweating? If you wouldn't sweat, you could die. All these things, a spider goes across a web. How does a spider get across a web? If you bump into a web, it gets stuck on you. How does a spider do it? Because it just so happens that God made a secretion, an oil that comes out of its fingertips so it can glide across the web. But of course, if you don't see it that way, there's no God, there's no miracles. How about the guy that left his tefillin at the airport in San Francisco, and he gets into a fight with the stewardess? He's like, I got to get off the flight. I left my tefillin. No, you can't get off. If you get off the plane, you're off the plane. We're not letting you back on. They left without him, and unfortunately, that plane went into the Twin Towers. It happened. So at the time, he's mad at God. Why is this happening to me? You're throwing me off the plane. I'm trying to do a good deed. But in the end, it saved his life. A miracle, a hidden miracle, one that no one would know about unless I told you, unless someone knew about it. This is what happens every day with our miracles. We have reproductive fluids in our body. We have product in our body that can actually make another human being. Look at a pit. Have you ever thought about a pit? You have an orange. Just look at what God created as a complete miracle. You have an orange. It could be, or an apple. It could be a red apple. I don't like red, I like green. I'll make you a green one. Oh no, I like it. I'll make you a yellow. And Hashem makes all these different colors. Well, how do I eat it? How do I know that it, well, here's what you do. You're going to take this little pit, you put it in the ground. I'm going to create rain, dirt, chlorophyll, all these things. It's going to create wood. You'll be able to build houses with that, all that wood. Oh, and when it's in the winter, you could stay warm, you could burn the... That's amazing. Oh, and you know what else? You could build the boat. It'll float. Oh my God, this is sick. I don't even know what's happening here. Don't even worry. I'm also going to make, from that pit, 500 other apples. And each one of those apples is going to have another 30 pits, 50 pits. Are you going to make millions? He's so kind. God is creating a miracle by our very... When do I eat the apple? It's not ready. Only when you know that it's ripe to eat. Hashem has a time. And then when you pull it off, the apple's still okay. But then if you bite into the apple, it starts turning brown. Because that barrier around it was protecting it the whole time. But it didn't even have to be refrigerated. How does that happen? Again, if you want to see God, he's right there. He's going to be hidden. He's not going to be open. Hey, here I am. No. 1967, look at the Jewish people. They've been trying to destroy us from time immemorial for no reason, because they're failures and embittered by their own incapacities. I have no idea what it is, anti-Semitism, why they hate the Jews. We're not interested in fighting with anyone. We want to be left alone and pay wholesale. That's all we want. But these people don't understand us. They don't understand what we're all about. They want to kill us because they pay retail. I can't help these people. So look, the point of the matter is that the choice in the world is yours, and you can choose to be an angel and get elevated so that when you get older and you stand in front of Hashem, whenever your life is over, He could say, you know what, you're better now than when you got here, than when you left here. You're better now than when you left here. This is exactly what the purpose of life is. And if we understand that, and if we keep that in our mind's eye, then we can take all those zeros of life that have no value, add the one, which is God, and then you could be a lawyer, a doctor, anything you want to do. As long as you put Hashem before it, nothing's going to stop you. That's it, guys.